Hi, this is Shupriyo. So finally, the IBPS RRB notification 2021 it is out, and now as we analyze this notification, I'll just take you through the notification, and later on we can have a strategy video where I can take you through more of the strategy about this examination. It's some good news that we at least have 10,000 plus vacancies this year, so it is quite an encouraging sign. But yeah, some states they do have those NR vacancies. So I think Kerala has the NR1 and then Karnataka as well. So these states where you are seeing NR vacancies, now you can wait for a little bit, but I don't think they are going to change it that quick. But of course, you have till June 28th, right? So the form filling, you can have it till June 28, 2021. So that's the deadline for the application form. So just wait for a little bit and see if the vacancies come. Though the chances are very rare, what you might have to do is you might have to apply for a neighboring state. So that's what you might have to do. But still, let us wait for a few more days and see if there are any more changes. So there's no need to hurry. So just see if there are any changes, and if your state has the vacancies, then there is no point in waiting. So you can just go ahead and make your application, and that will be enough. And of course, as you know that you can apply for the office assistant and you can apply for any one of the officer level examinations as well. So two applications you can make. So go ahead and if you want, you can just make it. So that is about your dates, about the application dates. And for the exam date now, so the exams, when are they scheduled to actually happen? So in August, you have most of the preliminary examinations. So preliminary examinations are going to be over by August. And I think 25th September, yeah, 25th September was the PO mains and the office assistant mains, the clerk mains, which is the RRB clerk mains, that is around 3rd October, I think. So these are the two dates which are very important as of now. But remember that due to the pandemic, we do not know. We have still the lockdown going on. And as we had discussed in the last video about the SBI J. So about the SBI J, I think like July, the preliminary exam is likely. So again, August might be the mains of the SBI J examination. Now, if that happens, then you are going to have some conflict with the preliminary examinations of the IBPS RRB. So be ready for it. That is what I'm saying. So as I told you in the earlier video, go ahead and make your mains preparation solid during this time, and then you can switch over to the prelims preparation, and it can definitely help you. And now the interviews, they are going to happen in November 2021 as per the schedule, and that is what we are currently working with. So these dates, they might be subject to change if there are any pandemic related restrictions. So we have to just keep assuming that these are the dates. So about the age, so this is very important. So you can apply for the maximum of 2 posts, as I told you. So only 1 clerical post and 1 officer post. So that is how you have to apply. So you can go ahead and make your application like that and just see the age limit. So for the office assistant, it is 18 to 28 years. So you have to be born between 2nd June 93 to 1st June 2003. And for scale 1, 18 to 30 years. So between 3rd June 1991 to 31st May 2003. So that's the scale 1. For the scale 2, it is between 21 to 32 years. So 3rd June 89 to 31st May 2000. And scale 3 again, 21 to 40 years. So 3rd June 1981 to 31st May 2000. So this is the range. And remember, these are all inclusive ranges. So both the dates are inclusive in all of these calculations. And for your relaxations, of course, like SCST, it is relaxed by 5 years, the age limit, the age relaxation that I'm talking about. Then for the OBC, it is 3 years. For the persons with disabilities, it is 10 years. So these are your relaxations, and that's the most of the important things for the notification. And also remember that, of course, your eligibility, you do need a bachelor's degree. So a bachelor's degree is, of course, very important. And there are some work experience related things required for the scale 2 and the scale 3. So you can check out the notification PDF. I have uploaded it in my Telegram channel. You can become aware of all of these changes. And also very, very important is your LPT, the language proficiency test, or you have to know the local language. So whatever state you are actually applying from, you have to know the local language of that state. This is imperative. Without knowing the local language, you are not going to get a job. So be very, very careful, especially for people with the 0 vacancies and the NR vacancies. So if you are applying from a different state, make sure that you know the language of that state. Otherwise, please do not apply, because you are going to have to give an LPT. And see, most of the things like the salary related wise, it is mostly almost the same as your other PO, like IBPS PO and the IBPS clerk examinations. So most of the things are the same thing, like you are going to get almost the same salary as the other bankers. But remember that this local language, this you have to be proficient in, otherwise it gets very hard. So this is about your main part of the notification. Now let's move to the next thing. Okay, for the examination fees, now they have not reduced anything, it remains the same, 175 for SC, ST and PWD, and 850 for all others. And remember, like if you have to make multiple applications, then multiple times you have to pay the fee. So that is how you have to do it for the fees. And now coming to the RRB preliminary examination, the office assistant and the scale 1 both have the same type of preliminary examination. And one of the most important things that you have to remember over here is there is no English. Okay, so there is no English, and this is actually a lifesaver for many people. So if you are not really that good in your English, then this is the exam for you. In fact, you can give the entire examination without any knowledge of English, because the medium of the exam, that is also something that changes. So depending on your state, you can have the examination in your local language. So that is effectively a very big advantage for all the candidates who are not that good in English. And of course, the reasoning and numerical ability, so quant and reasoning, those are the things that you have in your prelim examination. Very important to note is that composite time will be given of 45 minutes. So it is a combined time that is given to you. So you have to divide it, and the maximum marks for reasoning is 40, for quant is 40 again. So 80 marks out of 80, you have to get the qualifying marks. And remember, you have to get both the sectional cutoffs. You have to actually clear the sectional cutoffs and also the aggregate cutoff. And the officer scale 1, same thing, only the quantitative aptitude is mentioned over here. The same thing happens, like quant is given to you and composite time 40-40. So sectional and aggregate cutoff you have to clear, very important. Negative marking will be there, and test will have various versions. Like I told you, medium of the exam, that actually determines what version of the test you are actually given. So the next is the mains examination for the office assistant. Now there are no interviews for this post. This is very essential to remember, and mostly for most of the clerical posts there are no interviews. So if you are not really good in English and you do not want to face the panel, then this is the best examination for you. So please do not lose this opportunity, because this is the golden opportunity. Vacancies are also substantial, like they could be better, but at least most of the states, they have substantial vacancies. And for your mains examination, you have your reasoning, so 40 questions, 50 marks. Computer knowledge, now this is an essential section, 20 marks, you should get 20 out of 20. I have many videos on the computer knowledge section, so many questions I have selected out. You can go ahead and you can check those videos, it's going to be very useful to you. And general awareness, 40, so this is 40 marks. Again, general awareness, you have to start at least from the month of April. Now if you can start from the month of March, I would recommend starting from the month of March, but if you even do from April, it will still work, I think, but still try and do it from March. Usually I think most of you are doing it from February, right? Because you have your SBI J examination. So if you are already doing it from February, then you don't need to worry. And at least 1 week before the exam date, the mains exam date, you have to read the general awareness and the English language or the Hindi language. So any one paper you can actually choose, 40 marks will be there. So this is also something, it's quite easy, the section is not very hard. Then the numerical ability, which is the quant section, so 50 marks, 40 questions, total of 200 marks, and the composite time of 2 hours. Now this is where many people, they make a mistake, they are not able to manage their time very well. So please do your mock tests very well and manage your time. See which section is taking you more, which section is less. So allocate your time properly. You should not actually exceed your times for each of the sections that you have allocated at first. Now we can talk about this later on in our strategy video. So just remember that time allocation is very important for your RRB examination. Again, for your officer scale 1, most of the things what we have discussed, they remain the same. Composite time is again given to you, 200, and here the quantitative aptitude is actually mentioned, so a lot more focus is there on DIs. And of course remember that for the officer scale 1, the mains has the 80% weightage, and interview has 20% weightage in the final scores, and 3 times the vacancies are going to make it to the interview. So these are the important things that you should be remembering for the officer scale 1. And for the officer scale 2, which is the general banking officer, so again here reasoning 50 marks, computer knowledge again 20 marks. See, computer knowledge is something that is very easy and you should not miss any marks over here. Then you have the financial awareness of 40 marks. For the financial awareness, I have an entire playlist for the banking awareness. It's going to be very, very useful for everybody who is appearing for this examination, so go ahead and check it out. And for the English or Hindi, again 40 marks, and then the quant is 50 marks. So composite 2 hours again you are given, and same thing happens over here. 80% weightage for the mains, 20% weightage for the interview. 3 times of the vacancies again are going to make it to the interview. Then you have the specialist officers. So most of the things remain the same over here, but remember here what you have a professional knowledge of 40 marks. So this is something that gets added. Then reasoning 40, financial awareness 40, again English or Hindi you have to give 20 marks. So the marks is actually reduced over here. The computer knowledge 20, then the quant is again 40. So 200 marks. Composite time of 2.5 hours is given to you. Again same thing, 80% for the mains, 20% for the interview, and 3 times of vacancies are going to make it to the interview. And then finally we have the officer scale 3. So again here reasoning 50, computer knowledge 20 marks, financial awareness. This is actually a little bit harder because you are expected to know more about the banking industry. I think 5 years of experience is also required for the scale 3 officer posts. So if you are eligible, go ahead. And the English or the Hindi, so 40 marks over here, and quant you have 50 marks. So the total marks 200 marks, composite time of 2 hours. So this is how this goes. And again the mains 80% and interview 20%. So 3 times of the vacancies are going to make it to the interview. So that is how it works. So the same thing happens over here as well, and there are some special instructions. Now remember that these instructions, they are also in addition to your social distancing norms. So social distancing is going to be followed over here, and I think many people will be getting vaccinated by the time that the exam rolls in, so you don't have to worry too much. But remember, for officer scale 1 and office assistants, the call letter for the preliminary exam will not be collected at the examination venue. So the candidate will have to retain the call letter along with the authenticated or stamped copy of the ID proof safely. And those candidates which are called for the main examination will be required to bring this call letter along with the main exam call letter. So 2 call letters you have to actually bring, and the other requisite documents as per information provided in information handout and call letter. And however, the scribe form, it will be collected. So scribe form is collected, but your call letter, it is actually not collected in the pre-exam. Then the candidates need to bring one additional photograph as well. So this is the same thing as the photo that you have already submitted. So remember, additional photo is also required. For the officer scale 2 and the scale 3, for these 2 people, so the candidates will have to submit their call letter with the ID proof duly stapled together in the designated drop boxes after the examination. So this is very, very important. You have to actually give your, you have to submit your call letter for these 2 categories. And for the scribe, so they have to submit the scribe form, and also here you have to bring an additional photograph. So these are the special instructions. Please make sure that you have read all of these things in the notification. So just go through the notification and you will come to know all about these things. And finally, for the interview, this is only going to happen for the officers. 100 marks are there for the interview. So it's very important, very essential that you know a lot more about the banking awareness stuff. So banking awareness stuff can be asked. Then the general awareness stuff, that can also be asked. And then it is also based on your profile. So if you are a fresher, then it will be about your freshers profile. And if you have already worked somewhere, then it can be about your work experience. So these are the 3 things you have to remember for the interview. And just remember that the weightage is 20%. So 80% is your mains exam, 20% is your interview, and the nodal RRB will conduct it with the NABARD and the IBPS help. And the reserve list is also maintained. So this is very important, that if you do not make it and if you have very nearby marks, then you can be placed in a reserve list, and later on you can be called to join the organization. So that's also something good. So this is all about your IBPS RRB notification. In the next video, we are going to talk about the strategy, how you can tackle final this examination. And just as I told you, you can wait for a few days before you fill the examination form, and if you see any changes, it's good. Otherwise, you have to appear from the state from which you are most comfortable in. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to help you out. So I hope that you learned something from this video and that it was beneficial to you. If you enjoyed it, please click on the like button and share it with your friends. And if you want to see more of this kind of content, please click on the subscribe button, and do not forget to click the bell icon so that you, my friend, do not miss any future update. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.